Hello. We're doing one of these again, and look at Sunny. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. How is everyone today? We are doing a good old One Piece stream once more. Once more. It's great. Fantastico, you know? It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Just a little bit. Just 2 weeks. Man, those 2 weeks, they feel though. But today, because it apparently, I have no idea when these chapters come out anymore. But apparently it was out this morning, so I'm like, okay. And I actually woke up kind of early this morning, not as early as I should have. I'm like 20 minutes late to this, but we'll see. We'll see how long I'm able to go today. I do declare. How do you sounding over there? 20 minutes late to this, but you sound fine enough. Probably. I don't know. There's always just going to be the loudness of the computer itself, so once I put that on the ground. I don't want to put that on the ground, though. That's just not a thing that I can do because of her. I can't just put a computer on the ground because of her. Because of her. Ah! Ah! Get away from me. Get away from me. Get. Good girl. Sit by your brother. Chopper's right there, too. You just can't see him. He's off screen. Just barely. Bum. I have no idea what the vibes are going to be. I don't know if I should get the... Because we're not in, like, attack mode. I don't have, like, attack mode. See, I need to do other things. Because, like, I'm almost... how can I say this? I'm almost, treating these One Piece streams kind of like my D&D streams, to where it's just like for different moods I didn't need different like playlists. So I need my I'm not going to open up Foundry for all this or nothing, but ooh, that's the one I was looking for too, the piano one. Let's see if the piano one is any good. But I need to get like an ominous. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if that's, that might be a little too sad, though, for the One Piece streams. I don't know. It's hard to find, like, during, like, regular streams, like, what the best, mood is for that. But what I need is, like, suspenseful, atmospheric music. Yeah. Something like this, probably. Yeah, I needed something like this. We'll use that if we need to use it, though. If something happens, then we'll switch over to that. You know? Right? I need a good in-between one. I need a good... Yeah. Like a good neutral one. That's not just lo-fi like this. I don't know. I'll keep thinking. Because I think that the action, putting the action combat behind me, reading the other things is really good. Is really good. All right. It's been a little bit. Let's go and, like, get back into the actual stuff. Let's get back into One Piece. It's crazy how much, like, I don't think about One Piece. Sometimes when we have big breaks like this, that I just completely forget about it. And then it takes me a little bit to, like, get back into, like, I'm a One Piece fan. One Piece is my thing. You remember? Because, bro, this past week, bro... been playing one of the goats recently that I've been doing. That's just all I've been doing is just thinking about good old CT. Mother flipping Chrono Trigger. I learned about that game. Not learned about that game. I've known about the game, but I recently decided to dip my toes into it. And boy, howdy, I did not dip my toes into it. I big splashed right into it. Addicted to that game. That's one of the goats for sure. That's been on my mind. So I haven't had time to think about One Piece. I saw there was a new restaurant game from the Direct. Not gonna play it or nothing. Looks charming. You know what that'll be good for though? Like, is that we'll have like pixelated characters of all these characters for people to use in thumbnails or something, probably, or videos in the future. So more assets. I'm fine with more assets for sure. That I am okay with. But last week, we got Brook stuff. Good Brook stuff. Real good Brook stuff. Learn about Miss Candle a little bit. We still don't know. Is Candle sus? How sus is Candle? I don't know. The king? King's a cool guy. We like the cool guy. I'm glad. I'm glad he's not just a King Bakori. He seems like a good guy. And things are going pretty good for Brook. Brook was in a bad spot. His family's dead. There's some weird spice operation going on. We'll see if that continues onward in the story or not. We know that it had to do with the Marone family, so we'll see if that continues. We'll see if we keep going up with Brook or if we switch back to... Oh, yeah, there's that Gunko stuff I wasn't a huge fan of last week, but like, whatever. Whatever. That's just me. I'm not that kind of guy. I hope y'all aren't mad that I don't enjoy those kinds of pages in One Piece, but no, I'm not going to read that stuff. I'm not going to audibly say those things. Don't approve of those, but it is what it is. It's One Piece. It is One Piece. It's not perfect. But let's go ahead and get into the new one. Chapter 1185. Y'all better buzz off. We got Hancock. Hancock is looking good. This is a very good Hancock portrait, actually. I like this. I like this. I like this composition right here. Hancock hones cooking skills for Luffy. Has she been doing that? I don't know. But that's good. Maybe. Is this alluding to something in the future with Hancock and Luffy? Or is it just going to stay the gag forever? I don't know. I think people would get really mad if they actually got together. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he does. If he doesn't, it's fine. If he does, okay. It would be weird. There's no... The only Straw Hat I can see even, like, getting in a relationship, like, legitimately is, like, Sanji and Pudding. Like, that's the only one that, like, makes any... Like, that would be narratively satisfying. That's not just a ship. I guess is my way of saying it. Of, like, taking just, shipping this person and this side. Like, what, like, narratively makes sense for something to happen by the end of the story is, like, Sanji and Pudding. More than anything else. Like, they kissed. Like, they kissed. So, like they kissed! How many people have kissed in this, Him and Frankie. But I don't think Frankie's going to get with the fat girl from Dressrosa with the vacuum cleaner, though. Man, Dressrosa was weird. Dressrosa, Oda had to get some of his proclivities out there. Because that, like, girl in, like, the outfit with the vacuum cleaner, I'm like, okay, what editor told you to put this in here, Oda? What's up with this? This is someone's thing. Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, y'all better buzz off. Oda likes chicken. Who gives a crap? I don't remember what voices I had for all these people. You know, I try and do my Ian Sinclair with Brook. But I don't know about this guy. Candle, make Brook your page. Teach him good manners and how to speak properly. You got it, Lord Leuven. Leuven. I gotta remember Leuven's name. I forget his name sometimes. Wow, the palace is packed with cute babes. There's one hottie, two hotties. Not her. 3 hotties? Cut it out. Is that a confirmation that Brook doesn't like big girls? Have we seen that, though? No, we saw Lola. Lola's a big girl. I don't think that she said that. He wasn't weird to Lola in Thriller Park, though. Huh. I mean, maybe that's just him as a kid. I mean, like, that's how kids are. You know, kids don't... You gotta... as you mature... You know what? I should probably shut my mouth on this. But... most kids are not attracted to bigger women. But... who am I to judge? I mean, if you're like a 12-year-old who's into big girls, though, that's weird. Like, that's weird. If you're already like, nope, into that, that's weird. So, let's move on. He's like, cut it out. Don't worry, you're still number 1, Kendall. That's Lady Kendall. You're my page now. And then Brook is being a bad kid. Being a bad kid. This is making me endearing. This is making me endear Kendall more because she's like, okay, Brook, you're frustrating me. I'm having to take care of you. This is weird because she's obviously like an older person, and then he's much younger, which is like the same, just like weirdness with Brook and then her daughter, and it's just like, everyone's bad. Everyone's kind of bad. Except for Luffy. Luffy's the best. Everyone's kind of bad. Hey, do you have an issue with wearing your school uniform? If I let that school cramp my style, I won't be able to jam and make any good tunes anymore. Don't worry, though. I'm looking forward to rocking a Guard Corps uniform one day. Aw, he's a rebellious boy. He's sleeping with his guitar. That's fun. That's not comfortable. And she's just tucking him in. At this point, though, I mean, like, okay, if we're being real, Brook has admitted his attraction to Kendall before it is confirmed that Kendall and Luffy are even dating. Because right now, she's just a Guard Corps to Luffy. So they're not, like, a thing yet. So, kind of a betrayal from Luffy's part. Kinda. I mean, it doesn't matter because he's a kid. It's obviously none of his business. But, like, he did announce... It's not like he did announce this first. Luffy went into that relationship knowing that Brook had the hots for Kendall. We now know this. And that's another little piece of the string. That's just like, oh, okay. Gotta admit, I'm jealous. I can't believe this kid gets to be Lady Kendall's page. Yo, Kendall, do you have a type of guy you go for? Lady Kendall. There's one man, but he's out of my league. Okay, does he mean Luffy? Like out of their league because he's like a king, he's a prince? Or he's talking about someone else who's like actually hot? Because Luffy's something. Luffy, he turned into a bit of a frumpy guy. I don't want to talk, but saying that Kendall saying that Luffy is out of your league is crazy talk, unless you are just talking about status. I do like Kendall right now, though. I'm warming up on Kendall. Hope it's not a betrayal, like people are saying. But right now, she just seems like a good, nice person. Still, the reason I train so hard with the sword is to be by his side. Lady Kendall. There's one man, but he's out of my league. Still, the reason I train so hard with the sword is to be by his side. I bet you get him if you dress more like a chick instead of a dude. That's not necessary. Being near him is more than enough for me. Huh? Near him? Does that mean it's me? Of course not. That's cute AF. That's good. That's good. I'm not reading this next panel. Not doing that. Your language is not improving. You have to be polite and use honorifics when you ask someone for a favor. Okay, Oda. Okay, Oda. Because that's like one of the things that's one of like the Brook defenders takes that I've heard in the past is like, well, when Brook like says the weird perverted stuff, he's always like super like formal and cordial when he asks. You know, he's like, "Oh, miss, may I please?" I guess was he not doing that? Yeah, no, he was being less cordial doing it up there. So it's still weird. Why you like this? Why you like this, Oda? It's Oda's fault. Oda, it's your fault. Why? Why are you making the child do this? Why are you like, no, he's been doing this as a child. He's just always done this. But why? Whatever, but you have to be polite and use honorifics when you ask someone a favor. That is interesting that Lady Candle was the one who taught him that, like, you have to at least be, like, be polite and use honorifics when you're being a pervert. And that's what differentiates Brook and Sanji. And then he's like, would you be so kind? Yes, okay. Of course not. Even outside of politeness, you need to consider basic decency, too. I'm going to drill good etiquette into you. I'm getting better at this, at my, woman's, English voice. Mainly because I use it as one of my DMBC characters, Monroe, in my D&D streams that you can watch every Sunday. Not every Sunday, a lot of Sundays. I do D&D. You should check out those streams, too. Also, check out the next video that I make. You would probably know what it is because I've already been throwing shorts out, but it's a Fallout video. I just have to finish the ending, but in the meantime, the shorts are already coming out. They're doing gangbusters. They're getting like 1,000 views, which is kind of crazy. You know, it's crazy like seeing that again because I haven't uploaded shorts in like almost a year. I haven't had any, but now I made a bunch. I got a lot on the backlog now, so for the next like week or so I still have some more, and they've been like doing good on the views and likes. Not on TikTok though. TikTok they're bombing, but on YouTube they're doing all right, and it does put a smile on my face, even though the shorts and the algorithm are bad for people, and I'm not helping with that, and I don't even see them because I have the short blockers on on my browser to where I can't see shorts, and I have YouTube not on my phone, so I am a hypocrite. I will admit that. Yare does. Even outside of politeness, you need to consider basic decency too. I'm going to drill good etiquette into you. Strength and etiquette go in hand. What? I'll do my best. I mean, I shall endeavor to give it my all. And then, okay, so it was that color. So now, okay, we're back into it. Okay, we're back to the Gunko stuff. So we're going from Brook being a creepo back to Gunko being a creepo. Great. There's not a soul around who doesn't admire Lady Candle. So from all this, it seems like a Candle did have the hots for Leuven. It's good to know. I need to see some Leuven. Did we get the name yet? No, not yet. She shines like the sun over the whole nation. Now that I think about it, there was this one time a world government ship drifted up here in Hesperia. The kingdom was thrown into panic, as no one had ever dealt directly with people of such stature. The celestial dragons? Huh? Though, she shines like the sun over the whole nation. There was this one time a world government ship drifted up here. The kingdom was thrown into panic. No one had done. Yep, the pressure was overwhelming. But she was fine because she was a celestial dragon, so she kind of knew the deal. Lady Kendall was actually bedridden for a few months after that, probably due to the stress. You wouldn't believe how dark the kingdom felt back then, yo. I shouldn't laugh, but it really was like the sun set on our kingdom. Huh. So she is like the sun shining over the nation, but there was this one time when celestial dragons showed up to Asperia. And then she was bedridden for a few months. Bedridden, sure. And then everyone felt bad after that because she wasn't around. So when she's not around, people aren't happy. But that was just the beginning. You wouldn't believe the influx of news that followed, Princess. Your father, the renowned rugged prince, ascended the throne, and at the same time, he married your mother, Lady Candel. The celebrations across Asperia were as thrilling as a live concert. Yeah? But how did you feel, Brook? I mean, you're smiling right there, but how did you really feel? Father, the rugged prince. And then they were blessed by your birth, Princess Shuri. Yeah! The nation positively bubbled over with joy. People were saying, I want to see her face. She's so kawaii. She takes after her mother. Oops, I'm getting off topic. But you get the picture. That's why I love your folks. They're the ultimate benefactors. In fact, I'd gladly relinquish my life for those two. Check it out. My latest hit, Relinquish Rock. Mommy and Daddy. So, Brook, what would you do if I were in danger? That's obvious. I'd lay down my life in a heartbeat for you. Is that just because I'm their daughter? No, it's because you're you. You're supposed to say that wholeheartedly without hesitation. And then he gives her a lollipop. That's grooming. Don't be weird, Brook. I'm kidding, but... Well, hello from India. India. Appreciate you stopping by. We're reading some One Piece spoilers for the new One Piece chapter right now. Brook is a weirdo. We all knew that. But turns out he was a weirdo even as a small child. Kendall. I like Kendall from what we've seen, but from what we've heard, things are a little sus. Talking about how she's the light of the island, but for some reason, when the celestial dragon showed up, she kind of disappeared for three months. And people were sad all of a sudden. Why'd she disappear when the celestial dragon showed up? It's because she was one of them. I don't know. And then Gungo's over here like, well, you only like me because I am your friend's kid, but you don't like me because of me. And so she is harumphing. But then he gives her a lollipop, which is weird. It's not weird. I'm making it weird. And now they are training some more. Big ol'... Golly, he's got some big legs. Hey, Daddy. Use Father instead. You're not a little girl anymore. Love you too, Father. And he's like harumphing. And then there's Candell looking happy. Candell's looking happy. We haven't really seen much of Candell from the present yet, but... Why is he sweating? Leuven, why are you sweating? Man, that is weird, though. Like, on top of the shoulders and stuff. What a weird relationship between all this. But she seems happy by everything. Why you like this, though? Why is Leuven like this? Why is Leuven, like, so unhappy? Why haven't we seen Leuven happy once in the present time? Is he actually jealous of Brook? I don't know. I don't know. Princess Shuri, if you're craving freedom from your parents, you know you can always vent it out with a song like this. Y'all better buzz off. Why do those lyrics sound so weird? So, you see her. She got a scratch. He got a scratch from training. That guy got hit a little bit. He's going crazy. Giving her an umbrella. Watching her grow. I mean, like, Brook's just a tall feller. Brook's just, like, unweirdly tall. It's a dialect from a kingdom in the west called Kamigata. And he's pointing down, so he obviously said something not great. He's finding, they're trying to get suitors, but she's like, no, I'm worried about Brook instead. Brook being afraid of ghosts and skeletons, very funny, very funny. Y'all better buzz off. I wonder what, I would need to see other translations for this, too. We ain't pups bought off with treats. We ain't kids turned round by sweets. What in the world is going on over there? What are these little things? What are these banana fish in the water? Because they're fishing back in the trash. I was hoping they would have fixed this trash heap by now, but I guess not. Looks like Brook's feeling bad right now. And she's mad. Candle is teaching her how to cook. Good, good. We still haven't seen enough interactions with Candle and Leuven yet. It's been mainly Brook and Gunko right now. But I need to see more. Like we just see like stuff of her smiling right now. I need a little bit more from Candle in this present time. We ain't kids turned around by sweets. She's cooking. He seems happy with the cooking, and she is tired because the cooking was difficult. Happiness! Happiness! Huh? It's out of tune. Ooh, it looks like things are getting ominous. That means we gotta switch to ominous music. In Shuri's 15th year, music died in the kingdom of Hesperia. A thick mist shrouded the country and lingered for half a year. Ooh, and it made all the instruments out of tune? Interesting. The land's treasured instruments decayed as the mist turned to smog. The island was swallowed whole. Oh, no. All the instruments broke because of a mist. What magical mist have we seen? Could it be a powerful person with the mist fruit? Was it Candle with the mist fruit the whole time? No, probably not. Maybe it was just some weird natural phenomena. I don't know. Half of the screen? Heck no. That's how you get banned. This is all you get. If you want to read them all, you can do it on your own page. This is just to show kind of where I'm at. put half the screen. That's crazy talk. The chapter's not even out. I would get sniped. That's how you get in trouble. The island was swallowed whole. Music no longer echoed the streets. Joyful melodies gave way to the sound of coughing. Let's bring on the music. Yeah. So he's kind of back to his crappy instrument that he had last week, you know. He had that weird instrument last week, and now he's kind of back to that cuz things are bad. Joyful melodies gave way to the sound of coughing. Oh. Well, I appreciate the advice. Not going to do it, though. The toxic smog ravaged the lungs of tens of thousands and claimed the lives of hundreds. Hundreds? Goodness. Ravaged the lungs. It ravaged the lungs of tens of thousands and claimed the lives of hundreds. All right, not as bad as what Law had. That white lead. That white lead was real bad. This is not as bad as white lead. So, at least that's good. The fog will clear. It must. Well, I mean, that's wishful thinking, but this was real bad. Yes. What I'm doing is illegal anyways. You can't just be showing these things with the chapter's not even out yet. This is not a legal version of the chapter. This is a scanlation. The officials don't even come out till Sunday. This is a fan scan. But I use, what's it called? Just like readonepiece.com. I just use that for my stuff. You just got to be careful. You got to be careful on those things. Plus, if I have it half screen, then you can't see the pup. And that's what's most important, is that we can see little Sunny Girl. They want to hide you. They want to hide you under a bushel. No, I'm going to let her shine. All right, so things are bad right now in the kingdom. People are dying from the smog. Some people are dying. Not everyone. It's not like everyone's dying, but a lot of people are dying. And the instruments are decaying. This is really bad. Beset by one oh my god! Really? Really? She's fucking dead? Are you kidding me? I was like, man, I can't wait to like learn more about Candle and all that and whatnot, you know, see what's up about that. Nope. I was like, it's weird because the mom's like alive right now, you know? No. Beset by one unimaginable tragedy after another, the kingdom knew nothing but suffering. Even after the fog had lifted, the scars it caused remained. All right, Candle, out of the picture. Candle is a traitor, a celestial dragon. Pfft, who cares? Who cares? None of that. Nope. She was just an okay mom who died. Who died from magical fog. Okay, Oda. Magical fog. Great. We love it. At least Loki's mom was like poisoned. And Candle's mom was poisoned by mysterious fog. They're not even in the Grand Line. That's like some weird Grand Line baloney. They're not even in the Grand Line. And everyone is sad. Everyone is very sad. As they would be. Your Highness, we still owe the government this year's heavenly tribute, but we can't afford the taxes, baby! Just like I said. I knew the taxes were gonna show up, I do declare. You thunk it? Is that gonna be the... Remember, this leads to patricide. This leads to Gunko ganking Leuven. Oh no, and the harp at in the thing, it looks bad. Golly, heavenly tribute. Heavenly tribute. Back to Kaido. Back to King Bakori. It's all about the heavenly tribute. Was there technically any heavenly tributes in the Harald flashback? Technically, no. Elbaf never got that far. We can't afford to pay them. Yeah. Whoa there. And looks like they're probably a little more serious on things now. Ooh, okay, bad decay. So it wasn't just like, oh, well, the world government went in and just destroyed the place. No, it was just fog. Fog just destroyed the place. I mean, maybe they can rebuild because the fog's gone, but who knows? Gunko's a sword fighter. Has she used any sword fighting in Elbaf? Nope. Princess, the way you love... The way... Freudian slip there. Princess, the way you move. Sometimes it's like you can see the future. Like she has observation hockey? What? That leads to some... Oh, man. Because we know for a fact that in the fight against Loki with her in that... against Emu in that form, that... No, never mind. I had it opposite. Loki's the one with crap who has no observation hockey. As we know, because, you know, Gunko's like right here and Loki's right here, and he's like, oh, where'd you go? And that happened like twice. So, no, it's fine. If she has future sight, that's whatever. But also, that's probably not what it's insinuating. Maybe it is. I'm gonna be just like Mummy. I mean, Mother. I think you would be well suited for that. But I doubt your father would be pleased at the notion of you fighting on the front lines, Princess. Father, he seems troubled lately. Oh, there's a little puppy! There's a little pug. Don't forget about the pug. There's a pug there for some reason. Oda put a pug there for some reason. Is that pug gonna be important? Probably not. I have an idea why, but there's nothing we can do about it. I will simply follow the king to the very end. Because there's no money. What happens when they... What... Have we seen what happens, technically? I don't think we've actually seen what happens when they just can't pay. Because so far, whenever that happens, the governments, they go to big... they do some big grand thing to show that... that they got the money. But we've never seen someone be like, well, we just can't do it. What are you gonna do about it? We haven't actually seen the consequences of not paying. So, maybe we will. This is way before the Revolutionary, so. Didn't you want to become a pirate, Brook? I'm happy to put my own dreams on hold while I repay my debt to His Majesty. We haven't seen Yorkie yet, by the way. I wonder if the rest of the Rumbar pirates are not from Esperia. I wonder if it's just Brook. Or if it's the rest of them. I've just reread the intro to that chapter. I don't know, he said that he was a captain from a certain kingdom, but... I don't remember if they mentioned that, like, the rest of the Rumbar pirates were also from Esperia or not. When the time comes, I'm going with you. Absolutely not. Try and stop me. Oh, no. Leuven. Oh, I was mistaken. Because of the chains. Because of the obvious chains on him. What do those chains symbolize? Maybe it was just for this to show that, like, he is... The chains weren't showing that, like, oh, he's an oppressive person. It shows that he is oppressed by the world government. Maybe that's what it means. The world government is our enemy. This means War. Oh! Oh, boy! Oh, Hesperia is done for! Oh, no! Okay, so this is what happens when we see a good king who doesn't, you know, pull a King Bakori and actually, you know, does things for the good of his people, but is in a bad situation. Man, remember King Riku? Remember when he had to pay all that money to Doflamingo just for him to, you know, do that thing? That was crazy. That was crazy. That whole, like, no, we need the money now. We need it all. I need to read back and see, like, the parallels from that King Riku thing. The world government is our enemy. This means war. What? That is crazy. That's cold. That's cold AF. This means war. The world government is our enemy. Who, at this point in time, has said that? No one. I mean, like, obviously Harald's running around being a silly goober. This is way before Rock. Not way before Rocks, but this is before Rocks. This is before Rocks went up to the Holy Land and, you know, pointed at the bleachers. So, like, I don't think there's anyone, like, since the Void Century, we haven't seen anyone be like, hey, world government, we're going to war. He is the first, Luffy is the first revolutionary. Agenda. There's your agenda. Luffy doing the deeds before even Dragon, you know? There we go. Luffy's the GOAT. Luffy's the GOAT. Luffy's character of the year right now. He is One Piece character of the year. He's the MVP. I mean, we did get Emu too. Though I mean, like, bro, this is so cold. I gotta save this. I gotta save this panel. We haven't gotten any double spreads today. I don't think. Understood. And he's like, yeah, gotcha, cuz, we're there. So Brook was an op from the get-go. From the get-go. Commander, Your Majesty, I just ask that you tell us your reasoning first. Brook. They demanded 1,000 slaves. That is the only way they would waive the... Okay, so that's how they do it. That's how they waive the tribute, is like, hey, give us slaves. Give us people. That is the only way they would waive this year's heavenly tribute. Slavery in the Holy Land is a fate worse than death. No way. This government's armada will arrive... Worse than death. So it's like, okay, everyone here is going to die because of this now, but, like, I'm not going to give away slaves. Like, I'm just not going to do that. The government's armada will arrive in 2 months, and I have no intention of choosing human sacrifices to hand them over. At that point, I would just, that's like, you got 2 months to retreat. You got 2 months to just not become a kingdom anymore, and just, like, immigrate. Like, that's just what you gotta do. You just gotta spread your wings at that point. I have no intention of choosing human sacrifices to hand them over. Is our country done for, Commander? Don't all non-member nations turn into lawless zones? Yeah, and there's no, like, emperor protection because there's no emperors yet. This is not the Great Pirate Era. There are no Yonko, especially not in the West Blue. Are they really gonna loot us for everything we've got? Apparently there was once another nation in the West Blue that disappeared too. What? Oh! Oh! Huh! You talking about... Huh! Thriller Bark? Huh! Because Thriller Bark was in the West Blue. And that is where the Rumbar Pirates are buried, on West Blue... Thriller Bark's so freaking good, man. Thriller Bark, underrated. Thriller Bark, underrated, but, like, it did come right after Enies Lobby, and Enies Lobby is the GOAT. Like the unequivocal GOAT. So it just, you know, it just feels that way. But man, Philip Arc's so good. I mean, like, there's bad stuff with Sanji, and I don't know, some of the stuff isn't like the greatest. Like the stuff with Chopper and the Doctor isn't like great. It's okay. I like it when he almost suplexed the guy. I wish he did get to suplex the guy. That's the one thing. It's just like, dang, I wish he suplexed the guy, because that would have been a really cool suplex with him and Robin. And that was the last time Chopper had a good fight. That was the last time Chopper had a good fight in One Piece. Was Thriller Bark. And that is a is that the truth? Is that the truth? It's kind of the truth. Like a good fight. We haven't gotten a Chopper. Have we gotten a Chopper fight since Thriller Bark? No. Because he hasn't had one. You don't count Fisherman Island. He didn't have. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a back and forth fight. That was a curb stomp. He got big and he curb stomped. And then the rest of these things, there hasn't been like a real like 1v1. This is a fight. This is a fight against an opponent that's not a, you know, jobber. And Chopper's not the one jobbing either. Like, you can maybe count Queen, but the Queen versus Chopper was not a thing. There was some scrap. Maybe. I'd have to go back and see if, like, that was technically a fight or not. And he got a couple punches in Udon prison. He did a couple of blocks in Egghead. And then he's doing some weird stuff. But he's not fighting right now in Elbaf. He's just going, and then, like, things are happening. So that doesn't count. I'm getting off topic, though. How did I get here? How did I get here talking about Chopper fights? Because I was talking about Thriller Bark, and now Thriller Bark is epic. Did I finish the chapter? We're still in it, baby! We're still in it. We're almost there. I've been yapping. I've been yapping about Chopper, as I do. But right now, we're almost done. So, if you have not read, now's the time. Is our country done for, Commander? Don't non-member nations turn to lawless zones? Are they really going to loot us for everything we've got? Apparently there was once another nation in the West Blue that disappeared too. Thriller Bark. I've heard all these tales, out where the deadly sea winds sail. That disappeared. That's so interesting. That's all we get, though. About a land that makes the mighty shake with fear, a land they won't come near, a home for the samurai and them giant folk. It exists like all the tales spoke, like a mean old bee, a sting and they'll flee. They said to consider your views, 'cause we've got nothing left to lose. I've heard these tales about where the deadly sea winds sail, about a land that makes the mighty shake with fear, a land they won't come near. He's just talking about the Grand Line. A home for the samurai and then giant folk. It exists like all the tales spoke. Like a mean old bee, they sting and they'll flee. They said to consider your views, because we've got nothing left to lose. Yes, absolutely. I was marking off at this too. This means war. Like, this is the first time ever. Like, in the timeline, because this is way before Rocks, this is way before Dragon, like, Luffy is the original revolutionary. There's no Yonko at this point in time. He's the man. Luffy's the man. Like, demanding 1,000 slaves and be like, no thank you. Ain't doing it. He's the GOAT. Luffy's the GOAT. He's the MVP of 2026 in terms of One Piece characters. In the year that we got Emu. Well, we've always known about Emu, but when it comes to MVPs of One Piece characters, it's like Luffy and Loki right now. Of since the start of this year. He does. I mean, this is going to end terribly. Everyone's dead. Everyone here is going to die, except for Book. I do wonder, though, if the Rumbar Pirates, if there are other people in Hesperia, or if Brook is literally the only survivor. I wonder if, like, I still don't know if Yorkie's actually from Hesperia or not. They've landed in the northern port. Platoon 12, intercept. Ooh, you see, I got the ominous music right now. I don't have the battle music, and I don't have the lo-fi right now. I have the ominous music, and I think it's working real good. You actually probably can't hear it. I can maybe turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, now you can hear it probably a little better. All right, so they've landed on the northern port. Y'all better buzz off. Nobody said there'd be this many of them. Don't let them set foot on the island. Y'all better buzz off. Right, that's the song they were singing. We're out here on the edge's map, but y'all don't scoff. Our name ain't something that can be wiped with ease. Ooh, that's a cold-looking thing from Brook right there. Oh, look at Brook. He's about to... Ooh, you'll find taking our home ain't gonna be a breeze. Bro, okay, this is gonna go so hard in the anime. I know. I'm not one of those, like, oh, boy for the anime things, but, like, when they're talking about, like, music, all this going to music is gonna be freaking fire. So he's attacking government officials before anyone else. It's crazy. How you doing, Mr. Bones? It's been like 2 months because I haven't been able to have a morning stream in forever. I haven't been able to catch these, so it's been like 2 months since I've seen you in chat. So hopefully things are going all right for you, sir. So he's going crazy. I hope so. I hope I mean, like, there's so much. I mean, like, they're gonna have to go crazy with Emu and stuff all before that. So, you know, are they gonna save the budget for all the Emu fights, or are they gonna do something special with this? Just when it comes to music, at least. And that's like also just like, you know, because of like dub and stuff. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Commander, the enemy has breached the palace. I'll hold the barricade at the staircase. Why can't I fight too? That's out of the question. We'll be at their mercy if they capture you. That is very true. And these are okay, good to know that they are both the Marines and the world government are showing up for this. It's both. Don't you have any crazy ideas now, princess? It's a raider. Oh, man, Princess in the Garden. We always walked in. It's been set ablaze. Oh, and that's Brook. He's going crazy. Oh, your majesty, the junkyard we used to play in has been reduced to a hellish inferno. Y'all better buzz off. Y'all better buzz off. The edge of the map's a hell of a sight because it shines mighty bright. Trash on fire. Trash on fire. So he's going around. He's doing some spin moves. If we finally snap for real, that shaking is all you feel. He's killing, man. He's a killer. He's a killer. You know, we haven't gotten any of the Don Marone family or the spy stuff. That hasn't shown up yet again. Your Majesty, Princess Shuri. And then he's like, what? 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 Oh, I thought that was... What? What is going... Who is that? Is that what's his name? Surely not. Worried about the war? It's already over, Brook. Aren't you happy? What happened here? This is one of the craziest cliffhangers ever. This is like a cliffhanger hanger, not just like a, oh, something like, what? What am I looking at? Is that what's his name? From, Shiryu? Is that, is this, this isn't Shiryu, is it? I don't think so. The Bird Elder. I don't know what, I don't remember any Bird Elder, but she has bat wings and a devil horns. And so does the king. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I just noticed the big bird. I'm so sorry. I almost just completely missed that. Yes, that does look like the Bird Elder. That does look like, Mars? I think it's Mars. Because it's not Venus. It's not Mercury. It's not Jupiter. I think it's Mars. Yeah, I know that's her. But I'm just saying, yeah, I just don't know. But like, who's the big smoking guy? Is the big smoking guy, is that Shiryu? See, I freaked out at first because of how this was drawn. When it was drawn at first, I thought that was someone's head chopped off. I thought that was just a big guy with his head chopped off. No, that's gotta be Mars. Why is Mars there? Why is it so important? I mean, like, I guess, like, you gotta show up. If, like, you have to show, like, hey, these people are defying the world government. Brook was real badass here, though. I gotta say, these are things I have to save. I gotta bing blong blam these real quick. This is a crazy cliffhanger. Like, and this is all he's gonna see. There's not gonna be an explanation because we know that Brook, like, leaves this, like, hating Shuri after this. Blaming her for this. So there's no, like... Yeah, Shiryu of the Rain. The one that, you know, the one with the invisible fruit. That was my first guess. I feel like his chin is a little bigger than what that looks like, but, like, it would make sense. Like, if you gotta bring someone in, is there another break? Oh my gosh, we just had a break. It's whatever, you know, but this hurt. This is a break that hurts because this is not what I was not expecting. Like, why does Luffy have the wings, though, is the thing. Like, did he... Like, because this is very similar to, like, you know, the mystery of, like, Harald, you know, of him being stabbed, and then, like, he got, you know, Domi Reversi. They don't look... Well, is this just Domi Reversi? Am I just dumb? Did the bird always have that many rings, or is this implying that this is because we know that from God Valley that Emu can take over the elders because he took over Saturn, who was on God Valley. So I wonder if this is a taken over Mars. I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I don't know. Because that's just Harald. Oda can't just write the Harald flashback again. We just got the Harald flashback a couple of months ago. So it can't just be the Harald flashback again. It's got to be, it has to be a completely different context. I think it got mowed down, but like, why is he like that? Like, I'm wondering if that's something. If I didn't see the big bird, I would have been like, okay, there's something going on with his family and there's something going on with Luffy this whole time. But now I'm like, because of the big bird, I don't know. And then, and then Shiryu's just right there. I'm assuming this is Shiryu. It might not be Shiryu. But a guy... I feel like it's gotta be. It's gotta be Shiryu. I guess Shiryu's really old then. Shiryu's really, really old. Because it's interesting because Shiryu is the person that we know who told us the most about the man marked by flames. Shiryu's the one who was like, oh, the man marked by flames is probably a Marine. He's the one who said that, specifically. So the fact that he is, what, like 70 years old? I don't know how old she is right now. I feel like it's been... She's like 16 or 17 now at this point, right? Also, her eyes are the same right there. Maybe it just doesn't look like that, but her eyes look are exactly the same in this as she is. I don't know if she's possessed or just Domi Reversey. I mean, she's in that Domi Reversey thing. I can't believe they're doing that twice, though. I don't know. This is a very interesting thing, but I don't know. But this is a good chapter. At first, the very first stuff with Kendall and Brook. I mean, like, you know me. I'm a bit of a prude, I guess. But the whole, I don't know. Brook being a weirdo. I'm not huge on that. Some people are. Whatever. A confirmation that Brook does not like fat chicks. Didn't know we needed that, but we got that. Kendall, just being a regular person. Just a regular, just good person. That was not a weird traitor or anything like that. You know, we got a dead mom. Dead mom who just, like, died of sickness. Not from poison, not from a battle. You think that someone like her would at least die in a battle. Nope. They just died of, fog. Fog just showed up. I don't know how I feel about just the fog. Especially because they're not in the Grand Line. They're just in West Blue. You know, fantastical things like that should not be happening in the West Blue. You know, compared to, like, white lead, you know. This is like, you know, at least y'all didn't get white lead where you're at. Oh, he's not gonna... Well, I mean, like, there's a guy. There's a guy in there. He's gonna fight Shiryu. Has he ever seen Shiryu? No, he wouldn't. No one has seen Shiryu. Besides, no one has seen Shiryu. Ever. None of the Straw Hats, I mean. Jinbei. Jinbei's the only... Jinbei's literally the only Straw Hat who knows who Shiryu is. Because Luffy was unconscious in Marineford when he showed up. He did not save Shiryu in Impel Down. And Shiryu is just kind of been chilling on Hachinosu for all of this. He's kind of been stationed there the whole time. I don't think he's left. Has he? No, he has not left Hachinosu once post-time skip. So no one knows who Shiryu is. But I guess Brook. So now Brook and Jinbei are the only two people who know about Shiryu. So we haven't gotten a Shiryu and Brook confrontation in the actual story yet. So there's the matchup. That's actually interesting. Putting Brook against Shiryu instead of Zoro and Shiryu, because people were saying that, like, oh, because that was the big complaint for a while. You know, agenda coming up. We've got to have agendas here, you know. But people have been saying, like, oh, Shiryu's already too weak for a Zoro fight. You know, Shiryu's already too much of a bum to where we don't even want to see Zoro versus Shiryu because it should be a wash at this point. But if we're saying, if we're going to make Shiryu and Brook rivals, and then that's going to be one of the fights, one of, like, the final fights in One Piece whenever it's Blackbeard versus the Straw Hats, if we put Shiryu against Brook instead of Zoro, and then have Zoro against someone else, maybe Akainu. Not Akainu. Aokiji is what I meant to say. Maybe. Give Zoro a stronger opponent. Because I feel like at this point, because we're gassing Brook up a little bit right now, I'm like, you know what? Maybe he could take on Shiryu. Maybe. I mean, like, there's a lot of mysterious fogs in One Piece. You got the white lead, which I don't even remember if that was a fog or not. I don't think so. It was in the air, though. You know, we had... I'll never forget how at the start of Elbaf that they get drugged 3 times. Nami gets drugged 3 times. She drinks the absinthe and passes out. And then they go through a weird, like, calm belt thing that makes them go to sleep. And then Roto just drugs her. So she gets drugged 3 times in the span of a day. 3 different ways. So there's a lot of kooky stuff. I don't know. Is it lazy? The fog thing? I don't know. I mean, it was very glanced over real quick. I don't know. I wish we got more of Candle. I will complain about that. I wish that we got more of Candle. I wish there was a little more to her character than we got. We only got a little bit, which is fine. I guess we got enough. In the grand scheme of things, it was probably enough time. We gotta move through these things, you know. This is what, 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd chapter of this, so, and this will definitely, this will definitely either conclude next week, next chapter, or the chapter after. Then we'll probably go right back into Elbaf. Get right back into it, son. But also, haven't seen Yorkie yet. Still waiting for that Yorkie reveal. I wanted to see anything. I don't think there was a single conversation in, like, the present day between Candle and Leuven. All of their conversations were the last chapter when Brook was a little kid. But in this modern time with Brook as an adult, we did not get any of that. We got a couple of things of her, like, smiling around while Leuven's looking grumpy. And we got, like, her teaching her how to cook. That's all we got. We got woman stuff, baby. we got a mother teaching her daughter how to cook for the men. That's all. that's what we got out of Candel's character. Is that, you know what? She's a proud, fierce warrior, but gosh darn it, she's a lady, so she's a wife, so she's gotta know how to cook. These women gotta know how to cook, you know. I don't know. I do like this chapter. I don't the first half. It took me a little bit to grow, but, like, once we got back to the present, and we got Leuven being like, bro, we gotta step up, we gotta go to war, we're warriors, baby. They demanded 1,000 slaves. I said, no, we ain't doing that. We're all gonna die. I mean, like, this decision will get literally everyone in this kingdom killed. Let's not, you know. Let's not go over that, you know. The decision got you killed. If you just did that, you'd be alive, King Leuven. Admittedly. But that's how it be, though. That's just how it be, though. But he was like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Leuven is the absolute GOAT. I'm so glad he is. I'm so glad. He could have been one of those. But he could have been one of those. He could have been a King Bakori. But he's not. So yeah. I like the chapter was good. I'm a little over time. Oh man, I've been going for a bit actually. Bit of a longer chapter than I thought it would be. I need to go. I'm like 30. I should have stopped streaming like 30 minutes ago. In all honesty. I started a little late, but I didn't realize there was a chapter, and I was like, I could just wait till like noon, so I could wait like another like 4 hours and then start stream on my lunch break. But I was like, no, I want to get in there because I know that there's some people that come to these morning streams and it's easier to come to here than when I do it later. But that's just how it is right now because we haven't gotten an early one like this in a while. We've been getting them really late. But yeah, good to see you, Mr. Bones. Glad you were able to stop by to this one because I know it's been a bit. I catch your comments. Don't think I don't. Of you trying to tell me what's what when I know what I'm talking about. Usually I know what I'm talking about. Usually I do a little research and after I end stream and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I missed. I would have straight up missed the bird though. I would have straight up straight up missed the big bird. Because I was too focused on freaking Gunko over here and Shiryu. But no, big bird. Good to know. I do have to go though. You know, 2 weeks. We got... Oh, that stinks. Hate that. I mean, luckily today I had my voice. You know that half of my streams at the end of last year, I was just like this the whole time. And it sounded really bad. But luckily, it actually got bad like 3 weeks ago, but now it's better now. I blame her. She's shedding a lot. But, yeah. Hope your allergies get better. In the meantime, 2 weeks till this. Sunday, we got another Dungeons & Dragons stream showing up, going into the next big chapter of that, so that'll be interesting. And then I do have a fun Fallout video coming very, very soon. I just have to do the finishing touches on him. But if you want to catch sneak peeks of that, I'm already throwing shorts up from that. And they're getting good views, too. They're getting views I'm happy with, at least. So... yeah, go like and comment on those Fallout shorts because they're quite funny. They're from 2 years ago, so don't be like, what mods are you using? Because I'll be like, I don't know, it's 2 years ago. All right, I do have to go. Goodbye!